So here's what we're about to do. I had to get on and do a little test on this first to make sure the audio was good, to make sure the camera worked, to make sure the live worked. So I have about a roll's worth of 1955 wheat cent. There's a few different things we're looking for on these. This is a small sample of the stack. I'll put one on here under the scope. This is the year we're looking at. This angle is really funny. Here's the year we're looking at, 1955s. Get that a little better focus there. Look at 1955. And I'm just going to pull up ngccoin.com here. And we'll see what we can find. So I'm going to resources, variety plus, United States, cents, wheat reverse. And all I'm going to do is look for the 1955s, which is on page 2. 55. So the double die obverse is obviously the most impressive one to find. Very strong doubling in the date. But we have all sorts of these wheat cents that we're going to look at. They're all 55s. I don't know if I pulled Denver's out as well or not. But they're all 55s. And what we're looking for on these is double dates. We're looking for a DDO, doubling on In God We Trust, Liberty, Lincoln's Eye, lower part of the 55. There's another DDO, strong doubling on Lincoln's Eye, and then numerals 19 of the date. So there's different, a little bit different things on them. I don't know if I have any Denvers in this stack, but if we find Denvers, look for a triple punched D in the Denver Mint. And then if we do find Denvers, I'll pull those things up. There's a couple different varieties of 55s, but the main one we're looking for would be this one here. The 55 double die obverse. This is on ngccoin.com. And you can see right here, this strong doubling in the 55. This is what we're looking for. What's up, Carly? Gingy? Welcome to the stream. So what I have here is I have a stack of 1955 wheat cents I pulled out of a big old bag I bought, I think it was last summer. And what we're going to do is we'll just put them each under the scope, and we'll see if we can find any of these great double die varieties from ngccoin.com. Let's go one at a time, go nice and slow, check out both sides of them. They're old 1955. So we're looking for In God We Trust, the date, Liberty, Lincoln's Eye, all on the obverse. We will check out the reverse just to admire the beauty of these suckers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in just a little bit on here too, because these pennies, they can get pretty small, and we want to make sure everyone can see nice, very nicely. So we're going to check out that date first. I don't see any strong doubling on there. We'll look at In God We Trust. These are all 55s as well. I pulled all these 55s out of a bag I bought. I think it was a 24-pound bag from a coin guy at a gun show. there's like a bit that might be some possible machine doubling or something on there. Like this here next to the S, next to the U, maybe a little bit on the top. We're looking for more of like split serifs. This is just damage here on the T. Check out Liberty. Got some damage on there. Look at Lincoln's I. The DDO, 55 DDO FS102, says Lincoln's I has some doubling. Doubling on Liberty, Lincoln's I on the date, lower part of 55. So the doubling in the example photos is very strong. I'll look at the date here. Don't see a whole lot there. The 55 wheat cent doubling is very strong in any of the examples I've ever seen. So this one got some very worn out appearance. Look at that back. That thing is slick. Let's start at the top. In God we trust. Very worn out. Be pretty hard to see anything on that thing. Look at his eyeball. I'm hoping an eyeball one would stand out pretty good, but I don't know that for sure. This one's got some extreme wear. Check out the date, more extreme wear. Nothing on that sucker. This one's in much better shape, much less slick. You always want to make sure when you turn over coins, American coins, top to bottom, should be right side up both sides. If you turn it over and it looks like that, you'd have a big old error to look for or to capture in that. These are in rough shape. Like they had letters all over the place. Check out his eyeball. And the date. Not seeing much of anything there. Pretty sure these are all Phillies, but who knows? I might find a Denver. There's some RPMs we can look for. That's a very big wear on the cheek there. Oh, grime on that one. It's like a shadow of kind of what we're looking for, but this is not extreme by any means. It's only on one letter. The stuff we're looking for is extremely off center. Eyeball looks weird. Very good, clear example of Liberty on this one. I think I do have one more box. of pennies somewhere. Maybe I stashed them. I hid them too well, so I wasn't able to find them tonight. But they're around somewhere. Go through a whole nother box. Haven't been on forever. I forgot how to do all this. It's got some extra damage to it. Extra rim damage on that right side. Ooh, that is worn out. Good luck seeing some doubling on some of these ones. Holy smokes. In rough shape. Look how mashed up that one is. How did that 9 get so bad? Like a normal 9. And then this 9. Oh, I guess it's just worn out and mushed around. It'd be kind of cool if I found something cool in this bag, because it's been sitting in a bag for a long time, waiting for the coin scope. Finally got the scope. A mushy looking 5. Some of the error stuff does say things about softer, mushy looking letters, but no, just got a lot of damage to it. This one's got a lot of dirt and grime on it. I do kind of like looking at all these old coins, though. Doesn't matter if they're worn out. You start looking at these a lot, and then you start imagining things like there's another eyeball down here. You have different levels of wear on a lot of different things. I love that design, though. It's a pretty sweet design. Trying to find that elusive 1955 double die obverse. The main one is the 1955 is super doubled. And then there's some other varieties with Liberty, In God We Trust, and Lincoln's Eye on these fillies. So it's got a stack of these that I pulled out a year ago, 2 years ago maybe. So I'm just going through one by one, put them under the scope. This is a really good example of not a whole lot of damage on that. We got some hairs coming through. This one is crisp. This is the best one I've seen so far. Check out for doubling in the eyeball. Look how readable that is. Holy smokes. Unfortunately, not a doubled one that we're looking for. So far, they've all been fillies. I can't remember if I pulled any Denvers out or not. He's got some damage to her. Pretty common amount of wear on that guy. This one looks really clean. More brown than red, but it's alright, I'll take it. Fairly crisp and clean example. It's amazing that you get one coin that's super shot and the next one's super crisp. Some damage on the G on that one. I think wheat cents probably are my favorite coins to look at so far. Indians definitely a close second, and then I guess varieties and errors, but silver is always fun to find, obviously. Here's a clean looking one, got a good looking patina on that one. Got a little bit of purples and blues. Pretty sweet, and then a little bit of damage on that right side. Oh, there's something else I want to look in the back of this one that we have up. Saw something here on the right side that caught my eye a little bit. Maybe that was on the last one. Now just up right by Unum right here on the top. Just looked a little extra clean, it's just not grubby there. So check out this sweet one. Look at that, you can even see that purple and blue under the scope. It's awesome. Gotta find some Dublin. Looking at Wheaties tonight. This is a really good example of an eyeball. Good, crisp, clean date. Not the doubled one we want, but hey, gotta take what we can get. They're all 55s. Surprise, surprise, if you're just joining us. All 1955s. Got a little hint of it here on the D. A little hint there. That's probably just damage. Check out his eyeball. A lot of damage on his eyeball on this one. A ton of damage on Liberty. Holy cow. Yeah, good old 1955. I thought that was a mint mark at first, just a non-mint mark. Look at that U, it's all stretched out. Built right into the edge there. Some eyeball damage. Got some damage here on the 9. Kind of makes you think like there's a little bit of doubling there, but, and then a little bit of lamination bump coming up onto the 5 there. See that a lot. Not as slick as I thought it was going to be. It's interesting. See a lot better detail under the scope for sure. Every sign of. Check out the eyeball, Liberty. Check out our date. Be sweet if we just hit on a sweet double variety on one of these things. Be stoked. This one's got some extra junk, copper corrosion or something. I wonder if I can get rid of that. Just I'm breaking my pointer here. It's like someone stuck their gum to it, stuck it in their pocket. It's nasty. Look at In God We Trust, looking for doubling. That U is always